Well, I met Ramjack in Chicago, Illinois, and I was already in the basement business doing foundation repair and waterproofing. I was looking for a peering company, and I met Ramjack at a trade show up in Chicago. And once I talked to Scott Robeson, I knew Ramjack was the best. I knew of AB Chance, I knew of Magnum Peering. I'd seen a lot of their products. I've seen a lot of the not so good results of those products, and Ramjack was the choice for us.
First of all, we have the best product. You can look on the market, you can look on the internet, you can look at other people's products. There is no better product, period. Customer satisfaction or customer service. I don't think that any of these, let's throw foundation repair companies out of it. Any company has the customer service that corporate Ramjack has. When I can call and boom, 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 I've got 4 people right there trying to help me out. So between having the best product and having the best, I guess you would call it customer support. I don't think you're going to top it. You can look, but I don't see it.
It's unbelievable support. I have a partner that runs the Charlotte territory, and he's been involved with another company, and so we're able to compare support, and we know the support he was getting from a competitor. This support is, let me give you an example. Just this week alone, we've come up with some ideas on how we're going to elevate homes where the Hurricane Sandy area, where they're affected by those storms. And we need to come up with another product to elevate homes with pilings. I talked about a concept. They took that concept, put it back in their research and development department, and they have spent this whole week coming up with a solution that will work in this industry based on what's going on in that area. That's real support. You can't get that from anybody else. There's nobody else going to say, I'm going to go try to fix something, make something, or create something new. These are our products. This is all we have available. Take it or leave it. This is not the way it is at Ramjack. We come up with an idea, we will go out and create it.
I get asked quite frequently to give my opinion about being a Ramjack dealer because my experience of having other systems. I tell each potential new dealer, go ahead and sign up. There's no decision. Ramjack is the best way to go, whether product superiority or backing by the factory. You can't go wrong being a Ramjack dealer. It's been a very pleasant experience.
The driving pressure is a big thing. This might be more technical than what you want to get into, but if we're depending on this piece of equipment to hold up your house, I need to make sure that from point A to point B is as absolute solid as it can be. Ramjack had the highest driving pressure to make sure it was setting on bedrock. They had the longest couplers to make sure there was no wobble in the system. Had the beefiest brackets. Everything was what I wanted to represent, something I wouldn't ever have to apologize for.
Really the support, they were here to serve me, and they always have been. Their success is based on my success. And I've always looked for opportunities where, relationships are number one, help each other out. And, I've learned a whole lot more of the value of that, actually getting involved and starting the franchise process, but initially just meeting everybody. It was almost, it almost felt like I was dealing with family, extended family. And it just was very encouraging and attractive for me.
I think in all sense that you have to look at sales as being an ongoing operative, that continual improvement. From my experience with the Ramjack family and Ron Davidson in particular, his help has been tremendous in giving us that upper edge on our competition.
We've repaired the American Royal Building downtown Kemper. We've done hospitals, buildings, universities, and I would have never done that with any other product.
We have a rep, his name is Josh. All I have to do is call Josh. If Josh can't figure it out, Josh will tell me how to figure it out. He is on it, and it doesn't take very long. If I leave a message, 10 minutes later he's calling me back.
Okay. Delivery of materials, boy, can I drop a name? Clark there, and he's kind of head of the shipping department at distribution is just an awesome individual. I've called up before on simple screw-ups. Thought I had a particular product in order or in inventory, did not have it. The crew's on the job is open. Call Clark, and I mean, he'll put it together and overnight it to me. Now, standard orders obviously take longer than that, but I mean, they've just gone above and beyond to take care of us.
Clark there at Ramjack has been great about getting stuff out to me in a timely manner. Like I said, I was a dealer of different pure products, and sometimes if they would even manufacture something, you're looking at usually 4 to 6 weeks, and then of course your 2-week delivery time.
When you need shipments immediately, they do everything in their power to get the supplies out immediately. You have very little downtime or wait time before your materials are delivered. We did not find that with the other manufacturers I've dealt with in the past.
You can call it a vision. We went to an area, we looked at what was going on, we saw a need, I saw an opportunity, I bring it back to Ramjack, they jumped on it. We're here at the manufacturing this week. We're talking 5 or 6 people that's sitting there making products. If it don't look right, they can it, they'll make another one. And we keep doing it, and they kept doing it until it was right. And they performed the test. They put forth all the effort. They spent all their time, their energy, and their expense to make sure they can perform based on our expectations.
One of the nicest things about Ramjack that they offer, opposed to any of the other pure installers or manufacturers, is the fact that you can get several different new product lines out. For instance, if you've got a unique commercial job or something where you need a special bracket, Ramjack has no problem at all working with you, working with your engineers to get a design and get a new bracket made for you.
And the other part of it, Ramjack also makes a special bracket that I kind of suggested to them. We have a lot of surface porches around here. In other words, a porch of a structure poured on grade, and it'll settle. I needed a bracket, kind of a special bracket, that once the porch was lifted would not be sticking or protruding above. It would be concealed or below grade. Went down, met with the Ramjack people, including Steve and Mike, and they said, well, why can't we do this? They made me a bracket. I have an order number now that I call up and I get special brackets because of my application, and I know I'm not the only dealer that does that. We all have unique situations. Ramjack just is more than willing to try and adapt to our situation, not to theirs.
On getting to that marketing side of things, it's been just, I always say, a rocket ride, and each year I got to put on a new seatbelt because the other one's just breaking loose. And that comes from the internet, that comes from product development, that comes from the people in the field.
So it's very nice having a national branded name that goes along with your service. They can look on the internet, they see Ramjack. Ramjack spent a lot of money on branding. And if you look at their logo and the way they do their marketing, I don't think you're gonna see that in a whole lot of companies.
The name Ramjack is instrumental in our success. Ramjack sounds like you're going to fix a house, and that name is becoming generic as far as foundation repair goes. Had an engineer the other day said, I need you to Ramjack a house. And that name is very beneficial in helping us. It's kind of like name recognition. Ramjack is becoming synonymous with foundation repair.
Corporate's great with support, but the other franchise, the other dealerships in our network, they are just as helpful and more than willing to help and give advice as corporate. And that's what's really amazing. You know, Scott Earlywine, he constantly will volunteer anything that he can, whether it be, how to financially plan for marketing or how to deal with employees or just whatever it is. Corporate does the same thing. They will, but, I like seeing a guy that is not necessarily an employee of corporate that's extremely successful. And, I want to take the best guy's success and apply it to our company, and that's what we've done.
So by gathering that knowledge base of 30, 40 dealers and their knowledge base, you put that all together, you got hundreds of years of experience. And people like us are readily talking to each other because we all have our own territory. So secrets are a no-be. We are going to trade all our secrets, and everyone's going to profit from that.
I'm talking to dealers from Colorado, South Carolina, North Carolina. I said, hey, I've got this problem. The guy said, you know, I just did that, and this is what you do. And I said, really? It's that easy? It was that easy. So we've got people you could talk to, meetings once a year that they come out, and we actually sent my bookkeeper to one of the offices to get trained on how they did it. And they actually took my bed. All I had to do was pay for the flight and set her up in the hotel, and they walked them through. The dealer in Oklahoma has been doing this for 25 years, and I've been doing it for 12. I said, well, maybe they know something we don't. So we sent our bookkeeper out for 3 days, and they walked her through the whole process. I don't think you get that with many companies.
Well, I've done this many times before, where people come out, they come visit with me, they go out and see the operation, they see the results, and they see the profit. I mean, everybody, let's face it, everybody wants to make money. And this is very money-driven business. I mean, you know, so the need, and you're doing something good for somebody. You feel good about yourself, but most importantly, you make good money.
It is quite an investment. You know, this is not a $10,000, $15,000 startup deal going to business, so you need to be very, very prepared financially. But the rewards are great financially, as well as satisfaction, you know, being in this industry and being a part of Ramjack.
I mean, I will tell you, when we were approached by Ramjack, I was working out of my a spare room in the house. It wasn't long before we were working out of our office. It wasn't long before I was building an office building to accommodate the growth of our company. Within 4 or 5 years, I was in a 27,000 square foot office building operating the Ramjack business with probably 60 employees. That's how it improved my life.